How you doing, guys? So, just an update. You haven't seen me for a couple of days. Basically, I've just been doing some odds and sods and nothing really worth filming, so that's why you've not seen me. But I did have one call out for an old boy I've done some work for in the past. And I'll tell you now, it really hit home about this cost of living and the cancellation of the winter fuel payments. And it made me really think. It was a difficult one. Basically, this old boy, I did some work for him earlier in the year. Just fitted a cabinet under his sink for him because the old one is falling apart, so it was just a replacement cabinet. Really nice guy, I'd say probably late 70s, early 80s. But anyway, so yesterday at work, he's rung me up because he doesn't know anybody who could possibly help him. Basically, he knows I'm a kitchen fitter and I do bathrooms, and his boiler went into a fault mode. Now I did explain to the old boy, I'm not a gas engineer. I the only thing I know about boilers is if the pressure's low, then it would go into fault mode. So it could just be that his rads need to be bled, and he may need to get some air out of the system, which I can do. I've done mine a few times, and I've done it for clients when I've changed radiators. But I said to him, look, that's all I'll be able to do. I can't go in depth into the boiler. I wouldn't know what I'm doing. But he was absolutely desperate. He'd been sat in his house all day with no heating. So I said, look, I'll pop in after work because he lived around the corner from me. So anyway, I got there last night. I've rocked up to the house and the house is in absolute darkness. Bearing in mind, it's like 5 o'clock in the evening. So it's pitch black outside. His house is in darkness. His car's on the drive. And I'm thinking, man, he must have gone out. So I knocked on the door and I could just make him out sitting in the front room in pitch black. His house was in darkness, not a light on anywhere. He's come and answered the door. He's there wrapped up with a coat, scarf. He's got a blanket on him, trying to keep warm. And I was like, bloody hell. He's got no TV on. There's nothing on in the house at all. It's complete darkness. So he's been sat there all day in the freezing cold, in basically with nothing on. And I had to turn the lights on and off as I was going into each room to bleed the radiators. And it really made it hit home how hard it's going to be for some of these old folks this time of year. I didn't even charge him. I managed to get his boiler up and running. It was just air in the pipes. I bled the rad 3 or 4 times. It was a gravity fed system, and he had let it get bad. He hasn't had the boiler service since 2019 when it was fitted. So it's definitely due a service. But obviously the poor bloke's skint. I mean, I said to him, look, don't worry about it. I don't want nothing from you. I came and did what I could, and I managed to get his heating working, and he was just so happy. So happy to have hot heating in his house again. But yeah, it really hit home, and my grandparents have all passed away. But it did make me think how hard it's going to be this year for a lot of these elderly people out there that are really going to suffer. So do your good deed, guys, if you can. Get out there, help these old people out. If you get a call out and it's something simple, help them out. They need it. Don't forget, guys, like, share, follow, and I'll see you on the next one.